So last year I took a class called AP Junior Language and Composition, and in that class there's a big test at the end of the year where if you do well enough on it, you get college credit. And all the test is 3 essays, so they give you the prompts and a couple articles, and you have 40 minutes for each essay, and you write them out, and you turn it in, and then they give you your score. So throughout the whole year, all we're doing is preparing for this test. Like, nobody's pretending that anything's happening other than preparing for this specific test. So one of the things that my teacher did to get us all ready was have us handwrite everything, every single assignment. I think there was one thing that we typed, and other than that, everything was handwritten. And we do an essay probably 2 times a week. They were mostly in class, but still, like 2 essays a week, all handwritten, and I was having a problem because I write pretty slowly, and also my hand cramps if I write very much. And I know that's the same for everybody, but for me, the threshold's a little lower before the cramping occurs. And I thought, oh, maybe writing in cursive will solve my problem. But the only problem was I hadn't written in cursive since probably 3rd or 4th grade. So maybe 5th grade. So I had to kind of relearn it, and I got it mostly relearned except for the capital letters. I still just kind of use print for the capital letters, except for like S and F and T, because those ones are fun to write. But yeah, so my point is, cursive is useful to me, and I like cursive, and I use cursive whenever I'm writing something really long, so like a 2-page essay or something like that that has to be handwritten, or if I'm writing something that nobody will ever read. So like, if it's just busy work that the teacher gives us, and like, everybody knows not even the teacher's gonna read this, she's just gonna see that you wrote something and mark it off that you did it, then I'll use cursive. But if somebody actually is going to read something and it's not too long, then I'll probably print, because that's just easier for everyone. The weird thing about it is, I think my cursive is actually like better than my print, but cursive is just inherently harder to read. And so I think even my bad print is better than my good cursive. Like, this is my print for reference, and here's my cursive. There's this weird thing that happens where, like, I think your peak handwriting legibility comes at, like, 5th grade or 4th grade, maybe, where you learned to write a while ago, so you've got a handle on it, you've been writing for a while, but there hasn't been an opportunity for time to corrupt your handwriting, where you start to take shortcuts to write faster and stuff like that. So I think your peak handwriting comes like probably 3 or 4 years after you learn to write. But for me, the reason my cursive is better is because I didn't write in cursive at all for like 4 or 5 years, and I totally relearned it pretty much. So I think that's why that is. But there are a lot of people that are not like me, and they don't like cursive, and they think it's pointless, and you might be one of them. And that's okay, you can like have your opinion. But I know there's like lots of schools that don't even teach cursive anymore. They just like tell kids how to sign their names and then just move on, which I guess is probably the right thing to do, because most people don't use cursive like I do. But I think people should, because it's useful and it's handy and I like it. So what do you think about cursive? Do you write in it ever? Do you write in print and cursive, or just one or the other? Do you think schools should teach cursive? Let me know.